Injuries have started piling up. They're more than niggling variety, nothing really long-term. I do believe the one long-term injury that did happened to a player who doesn't really have a spot on the team at the moment, so as awful as it sounds, that's okay. What's not okay is the fact that I totally played our third-round Pokal game and didn't realize it was our third-round Pokal game, because I'm an umpty. My name's FM21, and this is the Red Devils Rising. So, yeah, after drawing with St. Pauli, we played Holstein Kiel and thumped them 4-0. Marcio Bresciani, a brace of goals, Gennaro a goal, Markovic a goal against SV Werder, which was our Pokal quarterfinal match, which I didn't realize. I totally missed the draw. I got up to make lunch, and the computer, I have my game set up to advance every 10 seconds if you don't click something, and I guess the draw happened, and I didn't realize that. I came back, I had like 40 messages waiting for me, and I just kind of breezed through them and clicked OK. I read them all. Played SV Werder. This was a pretty fun game. We had to come back to win it. They equalized in the 61st minute, and a Josh Sargent goal, and then Lucas Rosser scored 4 minutes later to give us the 4-3 lead, and then we hung on by our fingernails to get the victory. So beating Werder, who are a Bundesliga team, maybe not the best Bundesliga team, but they're still better than us, is definitely a feather in our cap. Against Erdogan, we absolutely thumped them 3-0. Rosser a brace of goals, Francisco a goal. So today, we're going to play Fortuna Dusseldorf in Nuremberg. They are both top-table teams. One is Dusseldorf is 4th, Nuremberg is 5th. So they are fighting for a playoff spot. We're currently 5 points ahead of Hamburg. So we need some good results today if we want to maintain that lead. With that said, oh, you know what? Let's check the injuries out here real quick, because I'll be honest with you, I may have gotten my games mixed up. Current injuries. Ducouré pulled a hamstring. Yildirim is a youth player, so it's no big loss to him not being able to play for 4 weeks, because he hasn't gotten any first-team playing time since he's been here. So I'm going to double-check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back with our match against, who are we playing first? Good grief, I was just looking at it. Nuremberg. Dusseldorf, in just a bit. It's not our strongest 11 today. No, we'll go to that here in just a minute. So we've got Mazzini in goal, Redondo, Bailey, Jamelka, and Shad as the defensive back four. Ducouré is coming off injury. That's why he's not starting. Then we got Bresciani and Gennaro in the midfield. Francisco and... is it going to cycle through again? It should cycle through again. I guess not. That's kind of cool. El Shui to Barbosa. Over to Barris. He sends it all the way back to Noga. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Well, and Ruther has it. Gets it up to Earlers. To Barris. Out to Zubkov. Back to Barris. To Barbosa. Oh, Jamelka stepped in front of that. Rosser can't get to it, though. Barbosa picks the ball back up again. Goes around the defender, right side of the box. Holds it up, passes it back to Ehlers. Was it bad pass? Oh, Goebbels tried for it and missed. Barris to Ganvula, Zubkov, and far post. It was a nice touch pass. Goebbels tried for the interception, and he missed it. Doesn't matter how close he was, he missed it. Was that Goebbels? 28. I'm reasonably sure that was Goebbels. We'll check that out here in just a minute. Nice pass. Right on the left foot of Zubkov. Had a little bit of help hitting the post and going in, but... yeah, 28 is Goebbels. Bailey to Francisco. Centers it to Bresciani. Out to Shad on the right. In the box. Dispossessed by El Shui, who is going to get it before it goes out of bounds. Gets it up to Luther. I think Shad felt he was fouled, which is why he didn't recover right away. Barris to Zubkov. Drives forward. Bresciani blocks that. Ganvula back to Zubkov. Drops it back off to Ganvula. Hartle takes a shot, but it's wide right. Redondo sends it in. It is knocked away by El Shui. Can Francisco get there? He can. Drops it off to Shad. Bailey runs down the ball, gets it back to Bresciani, to Gennaro, feeds Goebbels, who was probably offsides. Yeah, I have yet to see a VAR decision be overruled. Or I have yet to see VAR overrule a decision. Francisco drives forward, gives the ball away. El Shui gets it to Barbosa. But he gives the ball away, ends up back at Francisco's foot. How was that not a foul? Francisco drops off to Bresciani, who takes a shot, but it was really hard and really high and really right. Come on, guys. Give you a little bit of encouragement here. Redondo tries crossing it in once, twice, knocked away, right to Shad. Gets by the defender, holds it up. Gennaro, Markovic, and he scores. Well done, Lazar. His 13th goal of the season. He's been a real find. Normally I tend not to sign older players, but he fit all the criteria. He was a quality player, and he was cheap, and he was under the age of 30 at the time I signed him. And with Ritter out and the various injuries we've had to Francisco and a couple others, he has filled in quite nicely. El Shui to Luther. Oh, gets by the defender. Hartle takes the shot. Mazzini, a very nice save. Luther can't get to it before the angle gets too sharp. Goes out for a Dusseldorf corner, and it hits the crossbar and goes over. Ball goes through. Zukov. Gennaro runs it down. Zukov dispossesses, and that was dangerous with Zukov on a yellow. Hartle back to Barris. El Shui, and the highlight ends. That was interesting. I got Household 6 texting me. It's a good thing this is halftime. I can take a look at this. We are currently tied. They have 12 shots, 5 on target. We have 4 and 2, and they have a decided possession advantage. But we're doing well. It would have been 2-1 if Goebbels hadn't been offsides. So I'm going to answer my wife's text, and then we're going to be back with the second half of our match in just a bit. Corner kick. Luther sends it in. Knocked away by Markovic. Bresciani runs it down. Bangs it up to Rosser. Across the field to Goebbels. Back to Rosser. Is he going to cross it? No, he's going to score. Far post. That was well done. He has 12 goals. Markovic has 13 goals. Goebbels has 10, I want to say. So we're spreading the wealth. And that is a good thing. Barris to El Shui. Back to Barris. Up to Zubkov to El Shui. I'm totally pronouncing that wrong. Francisco knocks that down. Goebbels. Oh, blows by the defender. Oh, he takes the shot, but the Dusseldorf keeper, totally blanking on his name now, did a very good job blocking it. Redondo. Bresciani. Back to Gennaro. Drops it off to Redondo. Is dispossessed by Ganvula. Up to Luther, who goes wide. He's being shadowed by Shad, who fouls him. Luther with the free kick. Up to El Shui. I can't tell if that's an L or an I. Oh, it's probably El Shui. To Hartle. Back to Barris. To El Shui. Luther takes off the post and in. Wow, he got enough curl on that it went in. Oh, Mazzini had a decent chance at that. He probably thought it was going out, but it curled right around and hit the post just at the right angle to go in. Ehlers to Hartle. To Barris. All the way back to Noga. To El Shui. Zubkov. Back to Barris. To Barbosa. Back out to El Shui. Oh, they're just playing keep away. Barbosa. To Luther. El Shui. Barris. To Barbosa. Gives the ball away. Bresciani. Oh, Rosser couldn't get to it in time. Ehlers to Barris to Zubkov. Back to Barris. Over to El Shui. Ganvula. Luther. Nuts. It's coming up on 60 minutes. We're going to make a couple of changes here. We're going to bring Reader on for Redondo and switch sides of the field. And then Bailey is not having the best game, so we're going to bring on Ray. Oh, Francisco dispossessed, but he's going to run it back down to Redondo, who gives the ball away. Again, Vula heads it, but there's no one there in a Nuremberg uniform to help him. Gennaro sends it in. It's knocked away. Hartle up to Barbosa. To Luther. Oh, you went near post. Come on, guys. I don't want to see that again. Dusseldorf's a good squad. They are. I'm just... Too many missed opportunities. Shad. To Francisco. Cuts back inside, goes outside, goes inside, takes the shot. He's trying to do too much. There were 2 people in front of the goal and 3 people behind it. Use your help. 10 minutes left in the game. Oh, we're not going to do it. Dusseldorf's going to beat us 4-2 on a really good second half performance, seeing a hat trick's worth of goals in 11 minutes. Unflippin' real. Well, can't really do much about it. I can't hands on hips. I'm far from pleased with that result. I can't point fingers, thrash arms. I don't want to throw a water bottle. And I'll put my hands in my pockets. And Redondo's demotivated. But a lot of that is due to the fact he wants to be traded to another team because he doesn't think he can play at this level effectively. And he's probably mostly correct. And I tried putting him out there on a transfer and a loan, and there were no takers. So tech support is asking for my help with something. So I will be right back. Yeah, something every coach wants to see. Your 19-game unbeaten home run ends. Good grief. You know what I haven't done is checked out other leagues in a while. Palace is down in the relegation zone. No. Benteke went for 190,000. Good grief. Rihanna went to Sheffield. Okay. Looking for some of the bigger names like Zaha and that. Nope. Hennessy left. Schlepp left. Van Aanholt left. James MacArthur, Stephen Henderson. So Zaha's still part of their squad. Playing striker. Not the best couple of seasons, but I am a Crystal Palace fan. I started following them when we lived over in England and got kind of away from them when we moved to Montana, and then I moved to Arizona and a couple other places. Always been kind of on the peripheral. And then when I got back into Football Manager, a game I didn't even know existed until about 4 years ago, and saw, hey, you can play your favorite teams. Oh, hey, I can play Crystal Palace. So I did a save with him a couple years ago. It was fun. I did an online save, which you can read on the SI forums, which kind of ended when the new version of the game came out. And then I did an online save, the Palace March, and I had a good time with that. 13, 12, 12, and 10. So Markovic, Grosser, Goebbels, and Koenig is a youth player. And then Francisco has 6. Bresciani has 5. So definitely spreading the wealth around. Ritter getting injured really kind of put a crimp in his assists, though. I don't think he's going to be equalizing or coming near the total he had last year. So we've got Nuremberg coming up. I've got to fix this scheduling thing here, which I'm going to do offline. And then we're going to set our best available 11, check the reserves, and be back with our match against Nuremberg in just a bit. Well, we are starting a slightly rotated side this week. You got Mazzini in goal, Shad, Jamelka, Bailey, and Redondo as the defensive back for Gennaro and Brescianini Been mispronouncing his name wrong the entire time, but that's par for the course. As the midfielders, Twazi and Ritter, the attacking midfielders, Markovic and Goebbels up top as the strikers. Rosser needs a break. He's played almost every game. Twazi's coming back from injury, wanted a little bit more playing time, and this is a good opportunity for him to get some of that playing time. 22 minutes in, first highlight. Mazzini taps it to Jamelka. Back to Mazzini. Bailey. Jamelka. All the way up towards Ritter. Nice. First touch. Long pass towards Markovic. Ball goes all the way back to Jamelka. Gennaro has it. Caramel steps in front of Redondo. Okay. Kopke. Back to Coziello. To Teuchert. To Del Monte. To Coziello. Bernick on the left. Pass out into space for Del Monte to run down. In the corner. Gets it to Vuko. Crosses it in. How on earth did that go in? And this could be me, but does it look like Redondo's, as we like to say, give a damn done broke? He probably could have done a lot more to get that ball. How on earth did that go in? Jeez. Goebbels to Brescianini. Out to Redondo. Gets it back to Brescianini. And he is forced into making a bad pass. Teuchert ends up with the ball. Gets it to Almonte. Bernick, and his shot is wide right. Not very wide right, but just wide enough. Geis sends it in. Brescianini knocks it away. Caramo is going to run that down. Drops it back off to Geis, who centers it to Coziello. To Bernick. Back to Hack. Out to Caramo. Redondo finally does something. Dispossesses him. Gets the ball to Goebbels. Back to Ritter, who's dispossessed by Caramo. Good grief. This keeps up and I have to take Ritter off. Vuko. Gets the ball to Bernick. Back to Vuko. Oh, hits Shad, who kicks it away, but Bernick is right there. Bernick gives it away to Brescianini. Coziello tries stopping him. Brescianini runs him over. Goebbels gets the pass into space and totally fakes out the keeper, and we equalize in the 37th minute. Oh, Coziello went for the slide tackle and totally missed. Nice pass to get it to Goebbels. And that was kind of a weak effort on the Nuremberg keeper to stop that. He just kind of stuck a leg out. Oh, hey, look, it went right by me. And that is halftime. 10 shots, 4 on target. They have a possession advantage, but it's not really helped them so far. First highlight of the second half, 60 minutes in. Ritter. Jamelka can't get a handle on it. Kemmenbauer has it, driving forward. Gets it to Teuchert. Takes the shot. Mazzini, a very nice save. We are going to make a couple of subs here. As George sees a squirrel. Shad is going to switch spots with Redondo, who's going to come off, and Reeder is going to come on. Grgic is going to come on for Gennaro. We're going to switch Tuazi and Ritter and then bring on Francisco to replace Tuazi. If I remember correctly, he likes playing inverted winger. Quiet second half. No highlights since the substitutions. Here we go. Shad on the throw-in. Knocked away. Teuchert's going to run down the ball. Closed by one guy. Cuts right. Dispossessed by Bailey, but the ball goes right to Caramo. In the box, on the right side. Kraus bounces off a couple players, goes right to Sinkgraven, and he scores. Son of a gun. Not a lot Mazzini could do about that. He made a really good save, went right to Saren and Sinkgraven. No problems putting it in the back of the net. Can we equalize in extra time? No, we can't. And we lose back-to-back games for the first time in a long time. 2-1. Even the press has noticed we get scored on late in the games. And of course, we get Gruther Firth coming up in a couple of days, too. So, fun times there. What are we going to come back for? Arminia Bielefeld, Ingolstadt? No, we're going to come back for... It's a lot of games in between, but I think I would rather do that than do a short break followed by 2 games followed by a short break. So we will come back for Paderborn and whoever our Pokal semifinal opponent is. Do we know when the draw is? Well, we are going to be playing Bayer Augsburg or Union Berlin. And I'm not seeing on here... that's where we are. There's nothing about when the draw is. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back for Paderborn and the semifinal of the Pokal. So, back-to-back losses. It's been a while since that happened. We lost our 19-game losing streak, but Dusseldorf and Nuremberg are both quality teams. They are fighting it out for one of these top 3 spots. And the rest of the season going forward, it's going to be a dogfight. There's just no 2 ways about it. I think we have a good chance of still finishing top 3. If I had my preference, I would like to avoid the playoffs and just get automatically promoted. But, it's not my call. The guys got to do on the field. The guys have to do their business on the field. If they take care of their business on the field, we should be fine. Whether or not they can do that remains to be seen. That said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM21. I thank you for watching.